Pretty Little Stories for Kids.
The Great Discovery of Mermaid Aurelia. Once upon a time, in the deep, vast ocean, beneath colorful coral reefs and amidst shimmering schools of fish, there was an underwater kingdom. This kingdom was one of the most peaceful places in the magical ocean world. Here, mermaids and mermen, whales, dolphins, and all sorts of sea creatures lived together in harmony. The youngest and most curious of them all was a mermaid named Aurelia. Aurelia loved to explore new places every day in her underwater world. Unlike other mermaids, who were content with staying close to their homes, Aurelia always longed for adventure. She wanted to discover the deepest parts of the ocean, find lost islands, and perhaps uncover the secrets of the world beyond the sea. But there was one thing that caught Aurelia's attention more than anything else: a strange light that would occasionally shine from the depths of the ocean. One morning, while the sun's rays filtered through the water's surface, casting a golden glow, Aurelia noticed something unusual again. The light was back. It was shining from a place in the deep, dark corners of the ocean, and no one knew what it was or where it came from. Aurelia, filled with curiosity, decided to follow the light and find out its source. At first, her journey was easy. Aurelia knew the underwater world like the back of her fin, so she swam through the coral reefs and past the colorful fish with ease. But as she ventured further into the deep sea, the water grew colder and darker, and the light seemed to grow brighter in the distance. The deeper she swam, the quieter it became. The lively sounds of the ocean, usually filled with the songs of whales and the playful calls of dolphins, faded away. Everything felt strangely peaceful but lonely after a while. Aurelia realized the light was coming from a coral, that this was not like any coral she had seen before. This golden coral was glowing brightly, as if it were made of crystal, casting a mysterious glow in the surrounding water. As Aurelia approached, she noticed something even stranger. The coral seemed to be alive, pulsing with light. Just as Aurelia leaned in closer to examine it, the ocean floor suddenly began to shake. A powerful current swept through, pulling Aurelia away from the coral. She was swept through the water, spinning around until she regained her balance. But just as she steadied herself, she heard a voice coming from the coral, a voice unlike any she had ever heard. It was a melody, a hauntingly beautiful song that seemed to come from the very depths of the ocean. The song echoed softly through the water, its words barely audible.
The secret of the endless seas lies hidden within its heart.
Aurelia, her heart racing, realized that the light and the song were connected. The melody was not just a tune, but a key to unlocking something. The more she listened, the more she felt a powerful pull, urging her to follow the song to its source. As she followed the melody, she felt the water grow even colder, and the shadows of the deep seemed to stretch farther and farther. She eventually came upon a dark cave. Unlike any place she'd seen before, inside, hidden from the world, was an ancient temple, built by creatures of the past. The walls were covered in old carvings, and the air was thick with mystery. In the center of the temple, there was a massive crystal stone, glowing with the same golden light. It was unlike anything Aurelia had ever encountered. As she approached, the song grew louder, and she could hear the faint whispers of ancient words. The stone seemed to pulse with energy, as if it were alive. Aurelia felt drawn to the stone, her fins trembling with excitement. But as she reached out to touch it, the water around her rippled, and she was not alone. A figure emerged from the shadows of the temple, a mermaid, unlike any she'd have ever seen. She was ancient, her silver skin gleaming in the glow of the crystal, and her eyes were deep pools of wisdom.
Welcome, Aurelia.
The ancient mermaid said, her voice echoing through the temple.
You have found the heart of the ocean. Now, you are ready to learn its secret.
Aurelia, though shocked, nodded eagerly.
I want to understand the ocean, to know its secrets, and to protect it.
The ancient mermaid smiled softly.
The ocean has many mysteries, but the greatest secret is that the heart of the sea lies not in its surface, but in its soul. The ocean's power comes from balance, harmony, and respect for all life. If you can protect this balance, the ocean will remain a place of peace.
Aurelia was astonished.
How can I protect the balance?
You, Aurelia, must become the protector of the ocean.
The mermaid explained.
You must respect all creatures and ensure the sea remains free from harm. If you do this, the ocean will always be a safe place for everyone.
Aurelia, deeply moved by the mermaid's words, realized the responsibility that lay ahead. She understood that the true power of the ocean was not in treasure or ancient artifacts, but in the respect and care of its creatures and its balance. From that moment on, she vowed to protect the seas and ensure that all living things within them thrived. With the ancient mermaid's blessing, Aurelia left the temple, her heart filled with a newfound understanding. As she swam back to her kingdom, she shared what she had learned with the other mermaids and sea creatures. She taught them to care for the ocean, to never pollute its waters, and to always protect its delicate balance. And so Aurelia became not only the youngest, but the wisest of all the mermaids. She dedicated her life to preserving the ocean and its secrets, knowing that she had uncovered the greatest treasure of all, the heart of the ocean. From that day on, Aurelia swam through the seas with a sense of purpose, keeping the balance and harmony of the ocean, and teaching all the sea creatures the importance of living in peace. She knew that one day, the ocean would be a place where all creatures, big and small, could live together in harmony.